gang, welcome back. And for those of you who just happen to be stumbling across my video, my name is Valentina and this is my viewpoint. In today's video, we will once again be talking about the brand Lug. More specifically, their newest tote called the Skyliner. This bag is gorgeous. You know I had to get it in butterfly gray. I'm in love with it. Also, this video might be slightly longer than normal because towards the end of the video, I'm going to be comparing some features of the Soprano versus this bag because I feel like they're incredibly comparable size-wise. But I will say, spoiler alert, I can fit more in the Soprano. Anyway, let's get on to the features of the bag. This looks like the Tenor had a giant baby. It has that overall same kind of silhouette where it's a little more narrow at the bottom and kind of tapers out. This quilting is phenomenal. I absolutely agree with Amy when she says it kind of takes it to that next level and just makes it so beautiful. Now you will see that I have actually managed to affix my little s'mores dude and a heart pouch onto this bag. How I did it was I have these clips from Amazon. They're little carabiner clips, they're gunmetal, they're beautiful, and they fit really nicely on these tote straps, and they actually are kind of snug so they don't like slide up when you are bustling in and out of it. All right, on the front you have your dedicated cell phone pocket with the magnetic closure. This is a nice deep pocket. It actually goes over very beautifully. Again though, as with all the cell phone pockets on the tote bag, you do have to kind of be careful. If you bulk it out too much, you could interfere a little bit with the magnetic closure. This phone is roughly the size of my iPhone XR, and it does have an attached pop socket. You will also see that there is a charm bar. I personally do not like to use the charms. That is strictly a personal preference. I think they're cute. I like them, but I'm afraid that I'll be clumsy and scratch something or what have you. However, and I saw this during one of the demonstrations, putting your sunglasses on here is a beautiful thing, especially if you forget your case in the car or something, or just forget to bring a case for any reason. It does interfere with the cell phone pocket though. Is that a little bit annoying? If I'm being honest, yes. Do I care? No. All right. So these tote handles, if I remember reading the specs correctly, have an 11-inch drop. This works for me. I really don't mind it at all. It feels comfortable, and it's got the really nice squishy no-slip grips. I used it all day yesterday. It did not fall off my shoulder. They seem to be very nicely affixed. This bag is very, very light. So again, as with most lug bags, it is as heavy as what you put in it. So if you put a ton of stuff in here, of course, it's going to get a little bit on the cumbersome side. I have mine just packed full just to demonstrate capacity. On the back, you do have your trolley sleeve. Do I wish, like a lot of other lug nuts, that there was a zipper? Yes. Again, one of those things, do I care? No. On the bottom, it does not have your wipeable plastic bottom, but it does have these really, really adorable metal feet, each of which say "Live Life in Color." Love that little aesthetic detail. Very, very nice. Then you get to your back zippered compartment, smooth zippers per lug standard. And now I'll start to show you what I pack in the bag. In this pocket, you have RFID protected. You do have a clear either identification card slot or what have you, just something if you like really easy access, and your 2 pen slots. Those are the only 2 organizational features in this pocket. It does go down to the bottom of the bag. It does go the width of the bag. It's actually very spacious. In here, I keep the largest of these seesaw pouches with all my little tchotchkes in there. Now to get to the main compartment, it has a fully enclosed zipper, which I love. Opens up very smoothly, opens up very widely. Does have a little pull tab so you can zip it up again, but it is the same situation where you just have to be careful it doesn't, twist up, because then you're like, hey, why can't I close my bag? So just something to note. On the inside, I'll take out what's in the main part and then go over the organizational features. When you look in here, you can see I have a ton of stuff. The first thing I have is my Microsoft Surface, not with its case, but with its keyboard. That actually can fit in here very nicely. And I do feel that it's protected because double stitched quilting does provide like padding. It feels padded, which I really enjoy that feeling. Again, just comfort. It just makes for a comfortable bag. I have the smallest of these seesaw pouches with my phone accoutrements. I have my Splits XL in there. Now again, this is all just in the main part of the compartment. I have my A6 planner in there, and I have my bobsled in ocean blue. I love that. It has a nice key bungee. Now, if I'm being 100% honest, and again, these are not things that detract from my love of the bag, I just wish it was kind of configured slightly differently. I don't think that the key bungee should be where the insulated pocket is on the inside, which I'll show you in a second. I think it kind of gets in the way. That's neither here nor there. My husband's spare keys are on that. And that is it for what I have just kind of popped in there. This is your insulated pocket. You could put anything you want in there really, but I do really, really like that it has this pocket on the inside because, you know, it doesn't have cargo pockets on the outside. So if you want to carry a smaller water bottle, it works out. This is an 18-ounce Cat's Orchid Chuggy. Now, my 40-ounce Take-Ya bottle actually does fit in that pocket as well, but you will not be able to zip it closed. It sticks up too much. So if you keep your tote bag open for any reason, you can absolutely carry that too. So that is that. Now you can also see there is a really nice Clearview zippered pocket. It does run almost the length of the whole bag. All I have in here are a couple of reusable grocery totes. Behind the Clearview is a very nice privacy pocket. I don't really have anything in there. It's a little bit shallow. It doesn't go down to the bottom of the bag. Doesn't really matter. I don't foresee putting anything too bulky in there because it does share real estate with your phone pocket in the front. Oh, I also did forget to show the beautiful little cursive lug. I do like that a lot. It seems bigger than the other little ones. I'm assuming it's just to match the aesthetic of the overall bigger bag. On the other side of the bag, the back side, if you will, it has two slip pockets. Now, these are genuine slip pockets. They don't have an elastic. They don't have a lot of give, but they are deep. They go down to the bottom of the bag. I have a measurement. They are roughly 5 inches across each of them, so 10 inches total, but there obviously is a separator, so 5 and 5. They do not go over the entire length of the bag. I feel that they should. I can't put the original things in there that I wanted to put in. I wanted to put in my 2 seesaw pouches, but they do not fit. They're too wide. So in here, in this first one, I just have a little narrow notebook. And then in the next one, I have just a chapstick, my Lysol, and a purse holder. So that was everything that I carry in that bag, and I do love it. Now, through the magic of editing, I actually repacked it really quick because I wanted to show you some other items that could go in. So I mentioned my Surface fits in there no problem. I also have a Kindle that can fit in there with everything, including your water bottle. It also, I have this really cute little sleeve for kind of added protection. This can fit in too, but it does take a little finagling. It's tight, but it can fit. Bulks it out, adds extra weight, but it can fit. I also can fit in, I believe this is an A6 planner, or roughly the size thereof. So for you gals who like to carry larger planners, this does fit in. You can lay it down or stand it up. So that is a really nice thing you can carry in there. In one of your back slip pockets where I keep the notebook, you can actually put 2 mini choo-choos, one on top of the other. Hopefully you can see that. Or if you don't want to do that, the large choo-choo does fit in, much like they demonstrated in their demonstration. I have a Mystic Sea Glass tram that actually can fit in one of those back slip pockets very nicely because it is narrow, more narrow than the Splits XL. Yeah, the Splits XL does not fit in that back pocket. I mean, I guess you could squish it, but it does not fit in nice and easily like the tram. Here, of course, is a mini handspring. That's no problem fitting in that back slip pocket. And the Tendu, that actually fits beautifully in that back slip pocket. So those are just some other options for different things to carry. So now let me get on to the comparison between the Soprano and the Skyliner. I personally would definitely use the Soprano as a work bag. I would carry this Skyliner with me to work with another bag because I don't think I can get as much in. As you can see from the picture, their overall silhouette is slightly different. The Soprano is definitely wider and consistently wider, whereas this bag is narrow at the bottom and gets wider towards the top. Same metal feet, which I really, really love. This one, as opposed to the trolley sleeve of the Skyliner, has a dot of Velcro to hold just your trolley strap, so they both can still go over your telescopic luggage handle, which is very nice. You have not only a really nice, spacious back zippered pocket on the Soprano with your 2 pen slots, but you also have a very spacious front zippered compartment, which can actually, if you choose, be used as your built-in wallet. But this front pocket is also RFID protected, so there is that. So right there, you have a little bit more storage capacity on the outside for the Soprano versus the Skyliner. There's also 2 side cargo pockets with magnetic closures for the Soprano. This does not have. Other thing, you have these little grab handles, which honestly, this is the most used feature for me for my Soprano. But I almost like that this doesn't have them. I just think it would take away from the aesthetics of the bag. I don't know, maybe that's just me. So I don't mind that these don't have a grab handle. However, if they had little grab handles, I'm sure I would utilize them equally as much. You have your dedicated cell phone pocket, also nice and deep, so you don't have a problem with that. So I quickly emptied out this bag so we can see the differences for the inside. They both open up nice and spaciously. I feel I can get more in this bag. The first noticeable difference is there is no inside insulated pocket. It's not a deal breaker for this bag. It gives you more internal space to work with as far as packing things, because I can fit I have a video about the Soprano. I can fit my Surface in its case in here with my Kindle. If I wanted to, I could stick in my 40-ounce take bottle, but again, it's one of those things where it won't close over top. I don't have any trouble sticking anything in there that I need to carry, like for work. I can fit folders in here, papers, not a problem. A standard size spiral notebook and folder can fit in here as well, but you are fighting for space with that water bottle pocket, and it actually is a little too narrow towards the bottom, so this kind of squinches up a little bit. So the folder, not so much, though I do think a manila folder would fit just fine, you know, your standard file cabinet folders. But the standard notebook does fit in here, no problem, but you just have to be mindful of that water bottle pocket. So that's a little bit inconvenient, but again, as an everyday carry, I really, really love the insulated pocket, so I'm not going to ding it on that. But I do prefer that the Soprano does not have that, so that I can fit easily everything I want to carry with no problem. Another difference between the Soprano versus the Skyliner are the width of the 2 longest of the stacked pockets in here. These right here, which do have the half soft lining, these are about 6 inches across, whereas Skyliner is about 5 inches across. I can show a picture. So that inch really does make a difference, because if I take the largest of the seesaw pouches, I can slip that right into that pocket and it fits beautifully. The small seesaw pouch, same thing. So they both can fit in these deep pockets side by side, which I really, really do like. However, if I put these in those pockets, the front two pockets that they share real estate with get a little bit bulked out. So you have to put more slim profile items in there. But there's a lot of storage space in here where you can basically put whatever, wherever you want. The key bungee is off to the side, which I really, really like. And there is a privacy pocket as well as your clear view pocket. No kind of identification card slot or anything like that in here. So all in all, I love both these bags so much for different reasons. Again, this would be my work bag where I could fit my everyday carry items and then anything else I might need. But if I'm just going shopping or what have you, this works out beautifully too. You can stick a couple little extra things in here as necessary. Also, as far as the drop length for the straps go, I believe there's only an inch of a difference. This is a 12-inch strap drop and this is an 11-inch strap drop. So honestly, it's not that noticeable, at least in my personal opinion, with my proportions. As you can see, I have each of them side by side so you can see what they look like individually. And then I did a very funny picture right here where I put them both on my body. Hopefully that is helpful in illustrating how the drop goes for the straps for you guys, so you can make a decision as well. Now, the one thing I wish for both bags, to be perfectly honest, is that the straps were a little bit thicker, because again, it's just a matter of distributing the weight of the bag once you fill it more evenly, and I think it would be even more comfortable than it is, but these squishy grips do help a lot. Oh, and another thing about these squishy grips really quick, especially since my hair is kind of growing now, be careful if you have long hair. You do get them caught, even my hair, and it can pull out your hair a little bit. Such a silly little thing, absolutely not a deal breaker for me, but just worth mentioning anyway. All right. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If there's any questions about the comparisons between the Skyliner and the Soprano, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. But yeah, that's it. So thank you so much as always for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a good one. Bye.